Yo.
Make them wait, man. I'm here, man.
I like
nice to see you nice.
Hey.
I hope I'm sounding crystal clear.
Come on.
You know, that wasn't even a shot. It wasn't your fault, innit?
What?
You was looking at me like, oh my God. No, I'm here, man. I hope they can hear us nice and crystal clear.
No, I'm just surprised you got the crystal clear out clear.
I've been away, innit?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling refreshed.
When I'm in the sun, my lisp just disappears. Yeah, you get it.
Skin looking smooth though. Can't lie.
Yeah.
Hair looking long.
Glowing in that.
Load it, more.
Shake your locks.
No, that's crazy.
No,
that's a crazy request.
Say no again.
That's a crazy request.
Got the melanin topped up.
It's a little top up.
What did you say you want to come back looking like?
As black as Amistad. Give us free.
You're insane.
That's how I want to come look like Diamond Honsu.
Yeah.
The real black, man. That's what you need, man.
The real black.
Yeah. The new black. Yeah, come on. We need it, man.
Okay. Did you get a shape up as well?
Before.
Oh, wow. Okay. Borders looking crisp.
Thanks, man.
Hairline intact. I love that for you.
Do I need to go away more often? Because this is insane. This is like,
Nah,
guys, I didn't pay them for this. This is just
skinning.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Arms are arms in.
I will say,
come on.
Chest
I load it.
Wow.
Now, I will say, I do. For anyone that's got eczema, insert eczema right here. I ruined it. A lot of our skin does flourish in the sun, innit?
Someone give this man a E45 deal.
Ooh.
I'll take it. any deal I can get. any deals going?
Foles is the eczema ambassador.
Yeah.
Bro, I know my tribe. I know my people, man.
I hear it.
Come on, man. Everyone knows you know your people.
Yeah.
The Denim Brigade, innit?
Do you know what? Yeah.
Someone, let me find this tweet, yeah?
Wait, what?
Someone added us, yeah? I just love that this is I don't care if it's one person here and there.
I saw it actually.
There was someone on the catwalk here. And to be fair, they actually look really nice. I do like the outfit.
Jean dress.
Wearing a jean corset and a
jean corset
and a jean skirt.
I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna come in an outrageous denim fit, like just for.
Do you know what? Denim
culture.
fits aren't bad though. Like I think the denim fits get bad PR sometimes.
Do you know what it is? It's just that how we've made it a thing, yeah. Because when the revelation hit that, all you do is wear jeans.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to change my ways.
No.
Yeah, wearing jeans constantly is scary.
What's this skirt made of?
It's fuller, facial pod,
denim material.
interior pod.
Come on,
hear it.
Now hear it, man. Obviously, it's summer, innit?
Yeah.
Only I would go away when the hottest week of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't flex on us with the weather.
Yeah, so too.
People do it all the time, but even that stuff, even when it is bad weather in the UK, the same UK we're in, you're gonna come and meet us, innit? So, oh, how's the weather in London, bro? You're gonna be here soon, bro.
No, but sometimes it's nice to flex a little bit.
Oh,
okay, fair.
You
The hashtag off the cuff pod.
Come on,
we are back.
Yes,
on this conversation never hurt anyone. Sorry to interrupt you, Chrissy, but I just had to let the people know that we're
here.
here.
We back.
If you're listening for the first week, my name is Fols Forever.
I'm Mr. Vans.
Shout out to the Chrissy Hive.
Hey, hi guys.
There you go. Was that better energy for the Hive than last week from Vans?
I do not pit black men against each other.
You almost slipped up.
But I was stepping steady.
Okay, I love that for you.
No, I would never pit you two against each other.
I would.
Oh.
It's good, isn't it? Spicy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bow. Yeah.
Back and forth.
How are you, Chris?
I am here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm good.
Shout out to the Rizonator, aka Big Riz.
Mm.
Might have to add some AKs for Vans though. Big Sass. Because they're saying last week that he was in his sassy,
sassy bag.
Man was in his sassy bag, you know.
I don't know what bit, but
They said, "Baby Foles needs to go away more often so Vans can flex."
Oh my gosh, no! I need you both.
No.
Oh.
I like it. I was like, "Raw." You know, there's sometimes where like I always say Vans has got like his question like limit, his quota. Like if past like 5 o'clock, if you ask this man any questions, he's not on it, innit? So sometimes with his energy, like, I just love it. 'Cause I can hear it in the pod, innit? I was like, yeah. You're on your own one this week, innit? Himothy, innit?
Hey,
Just a little fun, man.
No, it's all fun, man. I love it, man. It's good to see, man. Hope you had a good week last week. I definitely did. No?
Tell us more, King. How was your holiday?
It was
Where
good,
did you
man.
go?
Not too much on me, obviously.
Oh.
Gatekeeping.
Sorry, on gatekeeping, yeah. Did you see the guy that was gatekeeping Tesco ice cream?
I did see that.
Yeah, he got cooked.
What was hilarious about that is like we can see the branding, bro. Like
packaging.
We know what Tesco's finest is.
Like it's ice
cream.
It's
not exclusive.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like, are you gatekeeping ice cream?
Why you get gatekeeping ice cream is insane.
Men are so scary.
But I will say, the whilst I've gone,
Sorry,
the country went to shit. We got fucking prisoners escaping.
yeah,
People was more on the loose. It's a nightmare out here.
yeah.
Crazy in the
I'm
streets.
back.
Yeah.
Ah.
Order
Store
restored. You see? Yeah, I'm on your way.
Yeah, as soon as you got back, you got caught.
Who's saying it's me?
Oh,
Made the bird call, yeah.
I was like, get that man. What do you mean you escaped from Wandsworth prison? Man,
Chilling in Chiswick.
bro, man, I was like, what are you doing in Chiswick? You didn't even try, bro.
yeah. Not even cross country.
But do you know what made me feel like it was? This is my theory, yeah. So the guy is it Daniel Khalife?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously, you just got to.
Yeah.
journalistic
Yeah,
integrity.
of course. They said he's a terror suspect. So I when I heard that and I hear he's escaped, I'm like, okay, cool, this is a plan thing. When you end up in Chiswick and get caught 4 days later, I don't think he escaped based off a plan. I feel like he just got
vibes.
No, his vibes. He got an opportunity.
Walk in the park and that.
Because they say like a lot of the prisons are overpopulated and understaffed. So he may have just like bust case where like a back door was open.
And he put on a chef's outfit and just dipped.
I heard
slid
that.
out.
They said that he clung to the bottom of the van or something, innit?
Yeah.
Great core strength though.
Yeah.
On a Tom Cruise vibe. Like.
Yeah, great, yeah, get that man in the film. But then you end up in Chiswick 4 days later. And also you've
Well,
got...
actually, we need to take a step back.
Go on.
Because Adoni got arrested who looked like him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm going to say. He has that face. He looks like a lot... He could have walked past me in
He
the
had
street.
a chiseled jaw and that.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, get him a modelling contract.
Oh,
They're focusing on the wrong things and that, innit?
so weak.
Weak.
And then they caught my man 4 days later. So I was like, yeah, he didn't have a plan. He didn't have... Because for you to be on the run, you need money.
Yeah.
You need a plan. You need some people to assist you as well.
Yeah.
I just reckon he's like, oh, I'm out. And then it's like, oh,
What do I do?
what do I do? How they just catch you outside and then like,
Just chilling.
daylight.
You want to
Like,
enjoy nature?
you know what?
I went and grabbed a coffee.
But now they're gonna
you actually do that?
Walked through the park. No, you
like a
didn't.
madness to his sentence, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, at least make it worth it.
Did you even go out and chop or something? Like, come on, bro. Like,
Oh,
make
holla.
it make sense.
Follow.
He had a little link waiting for you
Come on,
outside.
something, man.
I mean,
Okay.
I know if you broke out of prison 48 hours later,
Oh.
where would I go?
you find something, do something.
Do something.
No?
I feel like he would.
Or just creep up through the bushes, like
No. That's
That's scary.
No,
throw a
that's
stone at the house.
Oh,
Can't
that
be
was-
seen. I can't
oh,
be
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
If I'm a fugitive, I cannot be seen, bro.
I'm sorry.
I got to go around the back like Sully and Duchesne.
You can't have... I don't feel like you'd get very far. You, on the other hand.
Are you trying to infer because I may be lacking in height? I can just blend in? That kind of joke is it's just beneath you, really.
It's
so,
not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, but like, you know, I'm not the tallest Don. I'm not like a basketball player where it's like mad noticeable. Do you know what I mean?
But then it is, if you was you,
Some people could just like disappear in plain sight.
yeah, all your enemies be after you. Especially like, I'd no, if it was Vans, I mean, if there's a reward, Chris, I'll be honest, if there's a reward, if it was like 30 bags, would you call it in for Vans?
If you
Wow.
see me acting different, just face front.
Just like,
Wow.
called it in.
Yeah. Just wearing a mink to the pod.
Because you'd be like, oh, they're going to catch him anyway.
Yeah. I'm
That
building
is
generational
hate.
wealth.
No,
That's what I'm doing.
Bro,
That's
you're
my
helping.
plan.
Bro, if you're an escaped prisoner, you're going to go to jail eventually, bro. What, can we not eat off this?
Please.
And if I go and take this money and invest it and flip it, and now I can start sending you like good stuff on the wing. Because
Yeah.
before this, you was wearing like prison issue clothes and that. So
Yeah, but now they like now that I've escaped for 4 days, they're adding like more years.
Let's
bro,
look at the
100
positives
days
here.
for each day.
Yeah.
But yeah, none of us will be in jail
No, amen.
by God's grace, innit? So, did you guys
Yeah.
miss me, man?
So much. So much. I couldn't breathe when you were away. It felt like there was no colour in my life. Food had no flavour. Music did not give me joy.
I didn't.
Oh,
No, let her land with her lies. It's fine. We'll get to you because I know your truth teller. It's fine. You're lying like a Yoruba man. I like it. I'll keep going.
wow.
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying
write
I
some of
miss
this
you.
down.
I'm saying I miss you.
Okay.
That's how much I missed you. But now that you're back, life has meaning.
Profound.
You're definitely you in the past life. You was a Yoruba man. I can see it. In you. I can see it for sure, man.
The reason why I say I didn't is because I was happy that you were out there living life.
Yeah, and I clocked. I was like, I'm not someone that had travelled loads in a lot, like prior to COVID. In the space of a year, I managed to be out of the country like 4 times.
Yeah.
But the money is finished.
Finished.
Hey, September's budget is done, bro.
Even next
Don't
April's
tell me.
budget.
I was like,
Yeah, nah, like, obviously, when you were out there, I feel like this is the happiest I've seen you in a while. Yeah, so when I was, watching from afar, I was like, look at him. That's my guy.
the man, we're all the same because we pretty like, views.
Yeah.
Sand. My boy
Teeth.
Yeah, I was smiling.
Happiness.
Oh, I love that. I'm here for Black Boy Joy.
All that money we spent.
Pictures on the grid, on the gram. I was like, okay.
Looking good.
Shine King.
Soft launch.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Of what? Is there an announcement that you have to make?
I'm back.
Oh,
He's back.
Yeah.
okay.
People even messaging me like, hair's getting long, bro. And I'm like, it's not me. I just reposted Fols.
Oh, they thought that was you. Those people think all black men look the same.
But yeah, I'll pass on the message.
I
Yeah.
love that, man. That's
Hair's getting long, bro.
No, it's nice to get away, man. Go enjoy yourself, man. This England, this London.
It will kill you if you're not
Horrific
careful.
vibes.
Yeah, but no, for sure. The money's finished for September. I'm just putting out there for anyone listening that thinks I owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. It's done, innit?
Yeah, it's
Wow,
finished.
I agree.
But I am happy to be back. We could start there. So when they said my man was had escaped from jail, yeah, like where was you lot's heads at in regards to like, oh my god, we've got a terrorist on the loose, or you just like,
Do you know what? I feel like it was just a thing to kind of talk about for a couple of hours.
just
or a
run some
day,
jokes.
But we're still going on with our ordinary lives. Everyone was just doing the same thing. No one was not going nowhere because of this Don that was on the loose.
Like, he didn't terrorize me. I'm okay.
But when you hear terrorists, I'm like, ooh.
But like,
And trained by them as well.
yeah, but
I was expecting him to be like,
what's on your resume? What kind of terror have you done? What
you saying?
work have you mashed?
oh, you say, let us know machine for
Like,
machine.
Yeah, like because if it was like a terrorist that was responsible for, I don't know, something massive,
Yeah.
then I think people would be more on high alert. But this Don, it was just like, oh yeah, radicalized. He was probably just radicalized inside.
But you know,
as the media portray it, and he's just on the loose.
You know, back in there when certain man from like when we was at uni would lie and say they're from Peckham. So because of like an area's notorious reputation, they could cut through. If my man said, "Oh, obviously ISIS affiliated," I'd be like, "Oh, you know what? Get that guy immediately."
Oh my God.
And if they said for like Taliban 2.0 Gen Z version, I was like, you know what?
New
Lock
variant.
him up.
Yeah.
Lock him up.
Yeah, grab him straight away.
How did he like slip?
Or
through the
IRA
fingers?
affiliate. I say, yeah, collect him as well.
Yeah. Grab him.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just reading off all my terrorist knowledge.
Go for it.
nah, I hear it.
Yeah.
But there was none of that on his rap sheet when they were talking about this Don. So it's like, yeah, we could go to work. It's fine.
You're saying there's levels to this shit.
Oh no, there is. Do you remember when the thing happened in London Bridge? Anytime, because you know, like there was obviously post 9/11, there was obviously always a threat about bombing. Then we had that little period where the guy used I think it was the van or the car as like do you remember in London Bridge someone ran someone over and jumped out with the knives? Don't you remember that story?
Yeah,
and,
I was at work at the time.
Homeboy's brothers wasn't people that like was on the scene.
No.
You don't remember that? It was a big thing.
The arm did he
Go on, speak your mind.
did he kill an army guy?
I'm not sure.
Like he
Oh no, I know which one that you're talking about. It was like it was on a weekend. It was on a Saturday evening. And it was in London Bridge, like by Borough.
Yeah.
In between London Bridge and Borough. You're
probably thinking about the two Nigerian guys where the Lee Rigby one you're saying
That's
that
the
was
one.
another
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
that was in Woolwich.
That was in Woolwich by like the barracks and stuff. So we've had different things in it. Like, if you were affiliated to that, lock him up, like grab him straight away, bro.
Bro, because that one was mad, you know.
Yeah,
that one was
I
mad.
don't remember this.
even had people like doing conspiracy theories. Like, did they really not?
Catapulted, reignited Boy D.
Don't do that because he was on the scene and that.
Because he was live reporting.
Yeah,
Reignited.
when things like that happen and you're like close by to something, the way like news reports fly in your DM is crazy.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Don't you remember? It's obviously not the same thing, but I remember when I reposted a video of Vic Santoro and he was going at SPAC Nation. To this day, I've still got those DMs from like all the news reporters. We want the inside scoop on your brother's story. I was like, who told you he's my fucking brother, bro? He's not my brother, bro. I just reposted something.
Remember the Don Jihadi John.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I had tweeted that like, God, this Donny went to my sixth form.
Why did you do that?
And bare reporters were in my DMs like, oh, can you tell us a little bit more about him? I was like, I didn't say I knew him.
Which happened to me. Vans did it was, I went to the same school as my man. But when Vans started year 7, Donny left year 11.
Yeah.
No, he was in and around the same age range, but he was just a Donny that like...
One of those forgettable guys in school.
Yeah, like, you know, he didn't speak. Like, them kind of dons.
When they want to scoop, they'll find you, innit? So...
What are you saying? That's the science.
Didn't say all that.
They have a theory about the school shooters, the guys that like are kind of forgotten in the background. Yeah, you have to be careful with some of those guys, innit? So, no excuse on their behaviour,
befriend
but
them.
Yeah. I don't think I'm sure this. It might be Chappelle. So a comedian's got a joke about the school shooter. I'm sure. I won't repeat it though, but yeah.
Yeah, please.
You want to get off this? Gonna get off the terror chat?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, do you remember where you were and what you were doing when the story of 9/11 broke?
I was coming from school.
I was in detention.
Shock.
Sounds about right. They should have sent you to join the army.
Of course you were.
Now, I remember I was coming home from school, and I only found out when I've got in. So like, all the TV channels were reporting news. So all of them, it was like 1 to 5, all of them reporting news, and it was all the same footage, the same story. So I was like, this is insane. I didn't know. I was a kid. I didn't know how to fathom it. But I was like, the fact that did a plane go into a building? Like, and it's only obviously years later you really did what happened properly, and then obviously all the different theories about what really happened was, did a bomb go off? Was the US government involved? All these things. But at the time, I was coming from school, got in, switched on the TV. I think I wanted to watch like Simpsons or whatever you watch after school. Simpsons. And every television channel was reporting the news.
Yeah, it was mad because my form tutor at the time, he had just come back from New York.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, it's the first week of September, so everyone's back at school.
Of course.
So he was just there like a week ago.
Yeah.
And his nephew worked in the police force in New York. And he was at the World Trade Center. He was telling me that, like, at the top, there's shops. And there's a lot of, like, youngsters that work up there.
Yeah.
So he was just like, he thought about them first. And then he was panicking because his nephew had to work that day.
That's crazy.
So it was just like they didn't know or hear from him in like 3 days. So they wasn't sure
if he was alive or not.
Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just imagining like at the time of him explaining it whilst we were at school and then going home and seeing it on TV. And then literally like days after seeing the after effects of like 2 skyscrapers just dissolving into the ground after 2 planes hit. That's shit that you see in a movie.
No, it is.
When I turn the TV on, I think I come back from after school club and I wanted to see exactly the same thing, watch TV. So I wanted to watch The Simpsons. So I've turned the TV on and I remember at the time the clip of, it was just like the news and the towers falling. So for a good couple of seconds, I thought there was a movie on. And I remember thinking, oh, this is a weird time to like show a movie.
Yeah.
And then it clicked to me that this is real. And just like you both said, I know what I was seeing, but it still didn't make sense to me at the same time.
Yeah, I was way too young to understand.
A plane, like how does that make sense? And then you think, oh, this is crazy. Like what a mad accident, because you couldn't, at that age, you cannot fathom that somebody would do something like that. Yeah.
Change the way we fly forever.
Forever.
Very true, yeah.
Regulations just got more strict. Like,
I remember hearing stories of how a lot of the Muslim community were treated after, and Asian community, like on the train, public transport, people moving mad, don't want to sit next to them.
Bro,
Islamophobia went through the roof.
Anyone who's flown to America knows how on it they are.
I said on it.
They are on job. Like, they don't even want to crack a joke.
That's not really the time to be like, the thing is, even me now, I've got nothing to worry about. Just being in the airport in certain, it makes, I get nervous. I just feel uneasy a little bit. And when you're going through like the body scan or whatever, you got to take out, I could take off your watch, get your liquids out. And I'm like, I'm still like, just in case, like, I know I've got nothing on me, but just that whole environment.
They had one massive machine like in LAX. that he had to go through that like just scans your whole shit.
But they got to be safe after that, innit? So
yeah.
Well, I went to Miami, and I got to the like customs place or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was so nervous. So the man asked me like, "Do you have any money?" And I said no. So I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. But what I was thinking in my mind is that I don't have any cash, like physical cash on me.
Right.
Because I was thinking, oh my God, I hope they don't think that I'm trying to like smuggle money into the country. So then he was like, "You've come here with no money." I was like, "Oh, no, I have money. It's just on my bank card." It gets worse.
Someone's trying to traffic you in the country. You crazy? No money.
So then he says to me, "Oh, where are you staying?" So then I said, "On a boat." I was going on a cruise.
Oh, Chrissy, man.
No, but I was so nervous. And he said, "You're staying on a boat." I said,
no money.
No. I mean,
On a cruise ship.
I'm staying on a cruise ship. He looked at me like, what a dumb broad. He was just looking at me like, "Take your passport and go, ma'am."
Another officer would have seen that as suspicious. And
No
been like,
money and you're staying on the boat.
and like, why is she so nervous?
Man, she should still be there now, man. She should still be holding her.
Listen,
The man looked
when
at
they
me like,
detain
"Are
you over
dumb?"
there,
Oh my gosh.
So
what I'm
remember my man Benson? Remember because I love them like UK border force shows when my man was like what did he say? I'm only 16.
Tickets from me.
Please. Yeah, like it's
It was
the airport
so
security ain't a
scary.
joke in it, but they've got to do their job in it. So
Yeah, I thought they were going to pack me up. I was by myself as well.
that was a thing as well. Because back in, do they still do that where you can travel alone, or is that not a thing anymore?
what do you mean?
Oh no, I wasn't a child.
Okay, no, back in the day you could like you travel alone, and
Bro, back in the day, you could smoke on the flight.
that's insane.
Insane.
Light one up, soul plate.
Bill it on the plane.
I mean,
You
safety
would,
first.
innit?
Safety
Yeah.
first. No.
Yeah, thank God times are changing it because
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff back in there you could get away with that you can't now in it. So.
Yeah, I mean, they had there was so much attacks on regular citizens and stuff. They've just had to increase security, like to the point where like for a lot of people it could be seen as an inconvenience, but they have to go.
It's true because you don't want people just being able to board a plane anyhow with anything. What? No, thank you.
When I went to Ibiza, I forgot about the
Liquid limit.
liquid limit.
Oh, well, that's what you're good.
Fam,
good
I was like, I was vexed, but I was just like, all right, fair enough, man. Damn you, shoe bomber.
Do you know?
This reminds me.
Jesus Christ.
This reminds me of a story I read randomly of a lady who had bought something at the airport, like some really expensive alcohol.
Right.
And for whatever reason, maybe she'd gone over a limit, I can't remember, but they were going to take it from her. I think it might have been like on the connecting thing because she opened it.
Yeah.
So then, because it was so expensive, instead of giving it to them, what did the lady do?
She drank it.
She backed the whole thing.
You got herself kicked off the flight.
Yeah. In the end, she got so
Do you know what's
drunk.
mad though? Yeah, I do feel like I won't put in like say the places. I'll tell you that after. But I do feel like when I've been coming back from certain places, they're so lax.
They don't give a heck.
Because like, oh, you're getting get out of our country.
Yeah, you're not our problem.
Yeah,
Like
cut out.
all that stuff about like liquids. I'll run the risk because my thing is, I would rather you throw it away in front of me than me like I'll just dash it, leave in the hotel.
And
So
then you don't know.
yeah, so I've come back and yeah, I got bare things through that were over the limit. Not anything like, but just like over the limit. in
Yeah,
regards to
please
size, innit?
clarify.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You think I'll be on there self snitching?
Say, please.
Bro, when I came back from Jamaica, bare things in the that we brought back.
But I've still got patties from Jamaica. I didn't go. I ain't been Jamaica.
Like it was just
miss
like
Jamaica, innit?
big bottles of Ray.
Yeah,
I mean,
go enjoy yourself, innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm here to pod though, man.
Yeah, let's pod.
I feel like you guys got that anticipation look on your face. You know where I'm gonna go, man. We have to do it, man. Top Boy,
Woo!
the season finale.
I haven't
Yes.
finished it though, sorry.
You haven't finished
So
it?
no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
sorry for the laugh.
I'm joking, I've watched it.
My shit was spoiled by my mum.
Your
believe it or
mum
not.
watched Top Boy.
Yeah, she watched it.
That is hilarious. He's gone.
She watched it with my brother, innit?
Oh, okay.
She watched it with my
If I
little
walk into
bro.
the front, my mum's just sat there watching Top Boy. What the
Like,
fuck are you
are
doing,
you
bro?
alright? What kind of
Yeah,
day have you had?
Like he wanted to watch it with her. He was like, "Oh, mum, watch Top Boy with me."
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
Fair
I
enough.
love that.
And then what she
So-
sported for you.
Yeah, so like I went into the kitchen and I see my brother and I was like, "Oh, have you seen Top Boy?" And he was like, "Yeah." And my mum was like at the table eating and stuff. but she was like, she overheard our convo. And then she got involved.
And they just started waxing.
She doesn't have like spoiler etiquette. She don't know about
no
that shit.
filter.
So in her mind, I've already seen it because I've asked my bro, like, have you seen it?
Of course.
So she's just saying everything.
Mad stuff in that.
But she's going like, she's starting off at the end. And what happens at the end?
Recapping it.
Because at this point, I'd gone up to episode 4.
She's done you in still.
So when you're that far gone,
yeah,
you don't want no spoilers, man.
Because you're invested now. You're close to the end. You just want to round it off.
Yeah, she just came in and just said it all, and I was like, great. And me and my bro were trying to stop her, but she just kept ringing off. She's like, you know, when someone's like just ringing off, like just speaking and not even looking at you when they're saying stuff.
Because she's passionate, man. She watched it, innit? She paid attention,
I love
innit?
that.
She hated the ending.
But I will take this moment to say, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay. If you have not watched Top Boy at this point,
you saying it's on you?
That's not on you. No, just fast forward this bit of the podcast, isn't it?
Oh, right.
It's not on, I don't want to do that.
No. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week, man.
A week's not crazy.
Some people were tweeting at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Jobless.
I would only say though, like, because it's 6 episodes. And if it was like 10 plus episodes, I wouldn't be mad at those people being like, right, it's only been a week, innit? But when people are shouting up and down, I'm like, it's 6 episodes of like 40 plus minutes. You can just watch one a day, innit? But people that were tweeting 24 hours after, you're doing a lot, innit?
I finished watching it because you pressured me.
I didn't pressure you.
You did.
I did not pressure you.
Did.
I had never pressured black women. What are you talking about?
I saw that tweet and I was like,
yeah.
But you know as well, yeah, even without me tweeting, yeah, what the hell do you not think is going to happen this week coming back? One of the biggest talking points. And last time, we didn't do it on time, in my opinion. The last season.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah. I'm directing at him, innit? Oh yeah, the last time. Yeah. But in his defense as well, that season was like 10 plus episodes, and it was just, there was a lot going on in it. So, but it's topical, innit? So, and I think everyone's talking about Top Boy, innit?
Yeah,
and I'm sure our listeners are waiting to hear our opinion.
That shit.
I was just trying to bide some time, and you know, my baby's birthday weekend, so
okay,
I was busy.
Oh, cool. Understandably.
And yeah, by nighttime, I'm tired. So, yeah. But I managed to do it.
But I said it to say this.
I managed to do it.
I hope you watched Top Boy.
I did.
I did.
Oh,
thank God. So
yeah, it's fresh on the mind.
For me, yeah. Let me go to my notes, innit?
Oh, wow.
No, I had some talking points, innit?
So, love a studious black man.
But I was like, this season started so smoky for me.
Yes.
So I almost want to separate episode 1 from all the other 5 episodes. Because as a standalone, that's probably the only episode for me where I'm like, this makes complete sense top to bottom. When I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, cool, you're starting with a smoke. It's giving us the energy straight away. We're back in the storyline. It didn't feel like up and down, hell, like, in my opinion, how the rest of the season felt.
Can you give us a recap of episode 1?
Vans is about to go. He's on his mind.
No, go.
So we basically start, we're back in Summer House. Sully and Deshane, it's clear that it's like, there's a changing of the guard, innit? It's obvious, you know, there's been a shift in power a little bit, innit?
Yeah, so like, you got to think about the timeline was very near to last season.
Yeah.
So it's literally as if it's the next hour after the last scene of Sully killing Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
So then, the first scene immediately, get a text, it's done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then he just shows up in the toilet where Deshane's at.
Yeah.
And is like, back off now, innit?
Yeah.
Like, time is done.
Step back from
the roads.
Step back from the roadside.
So immediately, like, you can tell that this season is going to be a lot about the strain between Sully and Deshane.
Power struggle, innit? Yeah. Because you went and did something. You went against, like, it wasn't really what he wanted to do in it, but we kind of had to do it. So, and also Sully's been on Jamie from early, innit?
Yeah.
From Morocco. He's not even like the fact that he linked up, innit?
Yeah.
And he obviously didn't like the fact of how Deshane handled the James situation by snitching, put him in jail, and because like, right, that's not how we move, innit? Because if you can do that to him, you can potentially do it to me.
Yeah. So he had to go.
I was just like, it started smoky. But What do you think, Chris? First episode.
It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, it was really enthralling. I enjoyed it. As always, fantastic lighting. 10 out of 10.
Did you watch Top Boy?
I did.
We have to like also take into consideration.
Take it to the max.
That the 2 Moroccan plugs beheaded. There's a new.
They killed your boy, man. He's not in Top Boy no more.
He's not.
Yeah.
Oh, that was him.
And there's new plug in town.
Yeah.
That are supposedly dangerous. Blah blah blah. And this is Sully's first shipment.
Yeah.
On his own.
You're on your own now, bro.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
You want to join the big leagues? You're on your own now, innit?
Bamba.
Then you got to meet this crazy nephew that's showing you immediately like what they're on.
Yeah.
Sorry to Buck's boy that came along for the ride. He didn't last like a minute in them stables.
He didn't last 5 minutes, boy.
Do you know what I mean? But I mean, I think that it started off really well.
Yeah.
All in all, like I'm not too particularly mad at this season, right? I just felt like they could have stretched it.
Yeah.
With other parts that they've neglected. No Jamie funeral is insane to me. Like, even though some people may say that it's irrelevant, but he played a massive part in 2 seasons on this show.
Yeah.
And it was a significant killing.
It was, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
because he easily could have been as part of this season, because he'd be one of the people that you'd be looking at when it's time to kill off certain people.
Yeah.
As a person that would do it because of how he's been dealt with.
I'm not saying that we need a story about Aaron as well, because his story was boring. No one gives a shit.
Nah, I'm not.
Man studying every second.
No, I feel like, do you know why we do need a story? Because it's Jamie, Aaron, then Steph, innit?
Yes.
So Jamie goes, he dies. You've then got, it's also a pivotal time in regards to his life, in regards to studying. You lose your brother. Are you able to look after your little brother? Are you going to be susceptible to the roads? Is his impact of you losing him going to make you go over there and do the man thing? Have you got the minerals to go after my man? Like, I think they could have kept him in there. Because I've seen him talk and say it was his choice to not be in there.
Yeah, because he knew that the roles that they had for him is because of like what they've set on him from the previous seasons.
Yeah.
He's always been the brother that was trying to stay away from it.
Yeah.
That was never on it. He didn't respect it. Every time the camera panned towards this Donny, it was like, oh, I'm studying. I got to study.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking for another season of I've got to study.
Maybe 1 episode, innit?
do you know what I'm saying?
That's an AQA, man.
Like, just go to Leeds, do marketing, and be gone, innit?
It's so mad to me why you left your brother out here. He's in like a assisted living, a home, and you're in Leeds. I know you're in Leeds, smashing white girls and that. Man, come home, man.
I think what they wanted to do is just focus on my man's revenge story.
Yeah.
Because he was the youngest, so he was the most impressionable.
Yeah.
So he's probably seen Jamie more of a father figure than a brother. Than Aaron
of
probably
course, the
saw
age
Jamie
gap is bigger.
because that age gap
look up to him more. And to your point, remember in the last season, the storyline about Kit. So what was his little brethren that set him up? Sat there, leaving the bag and saying, I think Kit basically said that part of the reason why he did what he did to him was because he was always on to Steph.
Yeah.
So he's already been massively impacted when Jamie was in jail.
Yeah. Now
he's gone completely and died. How does that affect him in itself?
Yeah. So he's had like a little bit of a taste of, you know,
pain, innit?
Yeah, pain and understanding of like what, you know, what they say that they're only gonna amount to is just staying at Summer House. So like this whole entire season like is just based around the origins of Top Boy, which is Summer House.
Yeah.
Maybe like they didn't have the budget. Like I didn't see no drones going over where any abroad like the previous season.
Last year in Morocco,
like, they've cut it to 6 earpisodes. Like they're just squeezing everything in.
I feel they just wanted to get in and get out. That's what it felt like. Rob the bank, like to give us. I think even the earlier season, 6 episodes is too short. Let alone your season finale, and then to also introduce these new characters. You got loads of storylines to explore. Yeah, do you know what I'll do? Yeah. these are, in my opinion, the big talking points, yeah? And I've already said spoiler alert in it, so it's on you, innit, yeah? And you lot will tell me your opinion, so I'll go. So obviously, who killed Sully? Yes. Major talking point.
Oh, wow.
The idea of the conscious drug dealer, because they're calling Mandy Luther King.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Jack had a change of heart. Where was Aaron? Obviously, you gave your thoughts on that. Did they kill Jamie too soon? Who were the Irish mob? Shelley and Duchesne. The lack of chemistry. I've seen so lacking.
Oh my gosh.
From like Israel and Palestine. Like, there's not a lot of chemistry there, innit?
There's none.
Oh my gosh.
Aaron and Erin's wholesome love story. I think was very cute.
Little hussy.
Chill out, relax. Can you chill out?
But I agree.
One for the misogynist. Obviously, the peas ran out, innit? And Shelley did Shelley Ann Fraser. She dashed it.
Oh my gosh.
The money gone, me gone.
Yeah. For a little nail chain.
Yeah. Duchesne killing off Jeffrey. I think that was weird. Where was Curtis's sister and the one-eyed Donnie?
They've gone, bro.
Remember, they killed Curtis.
Yeah.
You know this has happened, and you lot will move like you're on smoke. Are you not going to come and invade your brother's death?
Without him,
it's a bit long.
Yeah.
We say invite their leader and that.
Yeah, it's a bit long.
All the Range Rovers.
He's got to charge it. Oh, yeah.
Product placement.
It was a bit much.
The Land Rover Discovery is me. Triple black.
Okay.
I need that.
You better go for that promotion, bro. Those are my major talking points. I don't know about you guys, but those are the ones that stood out for me.
What are you saying? They wasted the budget on the Range Rovers?
Oh my God.
No, but after I see Kano's got a deal, he's got like a thingy in it.
Yeah, no, he does.
I feel like that's what that was in it as part of his deal. They're like, hey, listen.
And we never really saw them like spend their money, right? So it's only right that you had a couple ranges. Like, you man are at the top now. Like, people think that when we're discussing Top Boy, like, we're talking about people that are still on the corner. These dons are handling
it's
like...
so American. Ends, bro. Corner? We're not a fucking corner in the UK, bro.
On the block.
On the streets.
Yeah.
Like, then, like, because of the show...
Yeah.
They're around a lot more where they shouldn't be. But, like, dons that are dealing with that level... Bruv, you don't really see them around. We got
a small glimpse from Duchesne from like when he started trying to do the
he's got the apartment
business, the apartment. He's trying to step
laundering.
Back. Yeah,
but this was his downfall, bro.
Yeah,
threatening the people that are laundering money for you, knowing where the origins of the money comes from.
Dumb.
They're gonna cut.
And also, like, I think let's start with Duchesne. Yeah, I feel like he had a very weird season because all the things in terms of his consistent about his character throughout this year just went. So you're giving Live and them lot a head start and a heads up about when you need money by. If I know I haven't got your money and you say you need it within a week, the minute you've told me you've left, I'm cutting, or I'm trying to find your money ASAP.
And in the manner that he came in, he's like, untie the fucking money then.
Yeah.
And like, you better fucking have my money. I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna cut.
Yeah.
And then you have this heart issue, angina, anxiety. Other than the one time he clutched his chest, bruv, Dunny was doing Mo Farah through the block, and he didn't even
you lot didn't even realise. In jeans,
big jack, and he's got
trying to get 2.1 mils. Bruv, trying to get 2.1 mil for your babes, and I ain't even seen you issue out one stroke.
But I will say,
not one peck.
But we have been traumatized with power.
Where's Shelly's you? We ain't seen her.
It's true.
Because if this was Lala, if Lala was going out with Duchesne, bro, Lala with the cheeks would have got clapped every episode.
Sims is out here talking like how she raps. I can't tell the difference. The atmosphere is her beat in this one.
Okay. Speak your mind, bro. You said you guys wanted a review?
Oh my God, you said the atmosphere is her beat. Okay.
No, but there's no chemistry.
There's none. Wait,
but I would say you don't always have to see sex from people.
You don't have to see sex, chemistry. But there was no, this is a couple.
Desire.
Yeah. I got more from Becky and Jack.
It's true.
Yeah.
I give
Becky or
dinner
Becca?
more eyes than Shelley and Duchesne gave each other.
Yeah, their thing. I said it from the get-go, from when I was like, I don't believe this.
Not at all.
This is not a believable relationship.
Okay, how do we feel about Shelley wanting the piece for the shop and like she's not putting no bread up herself,
bruv, she put all her drug dealing eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
fam, like, and then he was like, I can't even talk about this right now. This is like part of the bit where I got her a little bit, yeah, because he's not communicating anything, yeah, but he also wants her to ride. There needs to be transparency in that, because if you expect her to be comfortable with the lifestyle that you lead,
yeah,
and say that you know what this is, you got to tell me about some of the shit that's happening.
But you leave yourself as for someone that is the kingpin, the head honcho in their life. You can't leave yourself that vulnerable and that open. And you know why I push back on the whole like communication thing? You're not in a conventional relationship.
You're not.
You are living a very left wing lifestyle.
But you know what you signed up for.
There are things that come with that. So, and you yourself aren't like, you know, like some man, they get the bread, they go and get the X5, move to Hertfordshire and get like the straight lace babe. To a degree, Shelley isn't a straight lace babe because she had her own skeletons from before. So you kind of know how this thing goes. If you see me blood on my knuckles, act like you fucking been there before, bro. Why are you shouting, bruv?
I agree.
It's true.
Come on, man. Like, how do you think I get this money? I sell poison, bro. And what comes out is I'm going to have mood swings. I've got major stress. You want this bread, and it's like that.
Yeah. So there were moments when they were arguing, like, and he was saying shit, and she had no rebuttal, and I was like, yes.
Yeah. Was it justice?
What happened to you saying you were gonna ride?
Yeah, because you're saying you understand me, you know, like, because you see something slightly different in him. He is a king in that word, essentially a kingpin.
Yes.
And for that space, so there's shit that comes out. Doesn't mean I'm gonna like always say like, oh, if he was mashing her up or disrespect her, no, but his might not communicate that well.
Yeah,
they might communicate with copper and lead.
It's true. Like, you can't even complain about that when, like, I have to go back on my point and say that you don't expect communication now.
Yeah.
All the communication that you're going to get from him is yes.
And also give him a second.
Or no.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Jeffrey kill though. I feel that was inconsistent with his character. Now, obviously he's very extreme because he needs the money.
I don't think it was.
I think it was an act of desperation. We saw it in Snowfall with Franklin.
Fair.
Like, when everything that you've worked for,
he's slipping away like that. And
like, you know that the life that they live comes with a huge risk. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bodies have dropped in order for me to move up in the world. And I've got all of this money that I've never seen before, and you're telling me that it's gone.
And think about the sum that is as well. I remember he's also kind of been told that he has to step back from the road. So
he's relying on that as his exit plan.
Is his money. It's not coming back. Like, this is a source that is going to
16 mil just gone.
Diminish.
Eh?
You didn't hear it. It's the supply that's going to diminish. No, you didn't hear it. So I can really understand the desperation. You good?
Great.
I can understand the desperation because that money is not coming. That's actually it. And then on top of all of that, you've got your babes that's telling you that she needs money for her nail salon. And
then I'm coming to your nail shop, and then you got babes trying to like, bro, don't chat to me, bro. If I get you sacked. Mandy's in the shop and that. You lot doing activist. This shit is selfish.
Yeah.
I said, fuck Kieran.
Yeah, fuck Kieran. He's like, fuck everyone.
He hates them all.
And this train is he is the epitome of, I'll look out for myself.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I guess to thrive in that world, like, you have to be that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because these are people that are, we've seen them kill people around them that were making them the money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and obviously the whole Lauren storyline, her struggling, you know, having this baby, not knowing what to do, and, you know, picking up that dark.
Yeah.
And Jack sort of having a guilty conscience, like thinking about
the conscious drug dealer.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but then mixed with grief.
Grief.
Of losing her
sister. Yeah.
Losing her sister.
But I like the story, but I hate them at the same time. It's like, because it's like, oh, now it's real because it's affecting your home directly because Your sister's taking drugs.
That's how the humans think.
You sell drugs to people.
That's how humans think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it frazzled her brain for her to be dumb enough to go and rob the work.
Wow.
But then to your point of like the whole Deshane thing and desperation, where else and who else is Jack gonna rob?
Exactly.
It's an act of desperation.
No, but like she wasn't robbing for like any sort of like financial gain.
No, it is though. It is because she wants to get out and
leverage.
Like, I need this to go. This is how I make money in it. So I go and grab this. It's there, and it's a massive shipment. I got whether it doesn't feel thought out though. I'm with you. So I go and sell this, and now I got this piece, and I can escape and go on. Because also she can't go back and have a normal life. The kind of life she's lived, that person is going to go and get a job. Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's presented as impossible, isn't it? So, and I've got this. My sister's no longer here. I've got this relationship, and I've got this child, and we're potentially going to be on a run for a bit, like until we can.
She don't even know the baby's name.
The baby ain't got a name yet, man.
The baby was named after Jack. But then she went in, you know.
Yeah. Oh. But even there's I think it might be episode 1 or maybe 2 where Jack and her lady are like holding or feeding the baby, and like Lauren's got this kind of like really loving look, but almost sat like like exactly there's nothing behind the eyes. Yeah. Because I think from that moment she's already knowing I can't do this. Yeah. I can't, and probably my baby's gonna be better off without me. Yeah. Because you've got this person. I love Jack so much. Has been one of the few consistent things in her life, and she's looking at like, I can't do it. So it wasn't a surprise then to see her in the bathtub, and like, also as well, you've done so much out here, you're gonna have some losses, and they're gonna be super close to you. So I think that's where I do like the storylines, because I'm like, they make sense. But this is what my annoyance with the season, to what you said earlier, all these, because we're gonna talk about in and out of conversations and certain talking points. You don't give us enough time to flush these things out and to really see them through in terms of the storylines. Okay, yeah. It's like you're introducing these characters, you're exploring these parts of the story. It's like
the Irish Dons came and went. Yeah. How dangerous were they in the end?
No, but I think the fact that they killed the way they killed so quickly speaks to their danger. So this is my theory, yeah? If you remember the Summer House series, the early Top Boy that was on Channel 4, do you remember the first gangster that was kind of their plug, Bobby Rakes? You kind of had them pitched against with the issues with Scorch's character, and they killed his sidekick, the black guy. I remember Sully nudges Deshane for him to shoot him. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. My opinion is they're possibly related to him, Bobby Rakes.
And I did see that floating about.
And even if they're not, they've killed your plug, so they've shown their hand in it. And now they go in. It's not really come and work for me with a choice. Work for me with a choice. You're working for. I've killed your plug, and I'm not going to give you drugs, and it's going to be 50-50. But really and truthfully, they want their profit margins crazy. You see their manpower when you go to the stables. They made you go and show them your operation. You've shown them everything. You're going to start selling these drugs. All they're going to do is eventually kill you and muscle in. But they can't just do it from the get-go, because you need to know how the operation works, who's selling, what's going on. They was going to kill Sully and everyone anyway. So Sully had to do what he had to do, and you've not given me a choice. Like, I didn't get to meet my plug. Like, no, they had to kill him. Now, to the point earlier, the same point we're going to keep making, it felt rushed because it's rushed. Like, that should have been a couple episodes. Yeah. It happened way too quickly. They introduced us to him, and then even like, you lot are shooting people in the old people's home. Are you taking the piss,
bro?
That grandma,
auntie is there in the back, like just shaking in her boots. The only
good thing is some of the old people got Alzheimer's, so they don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Oh my God.
They got Scooby-Doo. They wake up in the morning, they don't remember nothing.
Say forgotten.
Bro, that's the one good thing about not having your memory.
Oh my God. Okay.
I mean,
the auntie was sweating though. I felt for
she
her.
was sweating. Like, I don't even know if she made it to St. Lucia or not.
No, she's in St. Lucia.
Oh, that auntie.
After all the pain she went through.
No, because if they're going to do an internal investigation,
she's done
all over.
Done for.
But those kind of people, they're not doing. There's no investigation there, bro. They're not going to find out about her.
But then, even if both Sully and Deshane are dead, so
yeah. I mean, I guess, but like at the time, you have to do like the investigation will be nuts.
Yeah, it's like ages as well.
Like gangland, old people's home.
That is insane.
They're in the auntie's room. She wakes up and they're like, "Auntie, shh." And she's like,
He's like, bad dream. It's a bad dream.
No,
What's killing me as well is I'm like, you lot just sat here, what? Are you lot gonna wig auntie in that?
Fam, you man are arguing in auntie's room.
Yeah. Like, how dare you shush her in her room and that?
Do you know what I mean? Like, she's sleeping peacefully. You man are bickering, wakes her up.
Bickering.
You see two dons in ballies. She's just like, you know what? I don't want no parts. I was better off asleep.
I'm locking both my eyes and rolling over. This doesn't concern me.
Yep.
Should we go to who killed Sully? What do you think?
The Irish.
The what?
The Irish. Yeah. I think so. I agree with your theory.
Yeah, I think it's the Irish.
I thought it was the Irish.
Or Jack. And everyone's done like the slow down still of, and because of the bop, and it does look, and it makes perfect sense to like for it to be Jack, because she's not going to get a pass because Driss didn't get a pass. Sully's probably been the most consistent character throughout.
Yeah,
he was never gonna. What did he say to her? Don't beg.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Oh my god, I clutch my pearls.
Do you know what?
I hear it.
Shouts to Kane Robinson, man.
I'll be honest, Kane's not actor. I'm scared of him.
Like
there's points. There's nothing behind the eyes. Kano's not acting. Kano is pretending to be a rapper.
When he was talking to, I can't remember his name. I call him Richard, in the park, and he was like, when he was asking him, "How does it feel?"
Oh, and Stefan's got the burner out on him.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, it's been a long time since I felt anything." Wow.
Stefan could have killed him as well.
Yeah, don't build up the entire like season of you having your moment and not taking it, bro. Yeah. Don't get to the World Cup final and like not score the penalty.
Do you know what it is? I feel like sometimes when we get to like season finales, they battle with giving us what we want or making it too obvious. So then I felt like this season they tried to do like a lot of socially redeeming things. So I get it on one hand, not wanting to ruin this boy's life and him having go down the same path as his brother. But you already mashed up the Marleys and got your chain back. Give my chain back, you pussy. Yeah. You got your chain back.
You got the metal baseball bat.
Yeah, you started rolling with your brother's friends. That's naturally what happened because those people that are close to your brother and you're going to fall into that. So you're already there. You're carrying a burner. Are you going to squeeze off on a man? You're already there so you don't kill Sully.
You have to watch his OG deep throat Sully's gun.
Yeah.
That was a horrible scene.
That was a horrible scene.
He was really...
And I did hear that, so it's interesting with all the mixed reviews about Top Boy. Now, looking back, so they said Kano stormed off the set for this season.
Really?
Because he weren't happy about certain things. Now, I don't know if it was that scene or potentially the end scene with him and Deshane. And then little tidbits I'm watching, I don't know if it's GQ, where ASHTON's doing a recap of the season and letting little things like saying that he wasn't keen on the whole immigration riot scene because he doesn't feel like you can really capture the true essence of that when you do those things. These things only come out if there's been issues behind the scenes. And then even him saying that like it would be ideal for the writers of Top Boy to be black. My brother, you've done all these seasons. The Don's always been white. The main writer behind Top Boy has always been white. And now suddenly you're telling us, oh, it would be ideal if the person was black.
I mean, maybe like that was always his feelings.
Yeah.
It was just that he never really had the opportunity.
Yeah, but now that we're giving a bit of backlash saying that the last season shit. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't me.
People said it was shit.
Yeah, a lot of people have.
It's been more negative than positive.
I think.
And anybody that has anything positive to say is an influencer that's getting paid.
Oh, wow. I think if it was 10 episodes long, they would have been able to have filler episodes where you kind of develop storylines a little bit more.
Absolutely. Because they just couldn't, they just rushed, they couldn't finish it.
Every episode was like,
Because even to a point of saying, asking about who killed Sully. So you feel it's the Irish, you probably feel it's the Irish. I'm with you on the Irish. Irish or Jack, innit?
Yeah,
but
I didn't think about that.
Do you like how they did it where like we don't know and it kind of left us like a cliffhanger?
Or like a Sopranos thing.
Do you prefer it that way, or would you have wanted it to been like if Steph's going to pull the gun out on him, he'd do it there and then? What would you have liked to have seen?
I don't know. I think like for me personally, I don't mind that they've done it this way.
Yeah. It's
only because like we've watched Sully terrorize people throughout seasons. He's a psychopath. Like he really like when, like Jack said, if Sully wants you dead, like there's not much you can do unless you get to him first. But there was that fear that he had. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I thought that, I mean, Deshane, like after all that, you die by a shot in the hip.
But to my point earlier about the whole Bobby Rakes thing, he warned Deshane very early on about Sully. Remember, he could have snaked Sully, set him up, got Bobby Rakes, get rid of him, and I think it is fitting that it's Sully that kills Deshane.
Yeah. And absolutely. Like, so what do you think of their like final conversation?
For a scene point of view, I actually do like it. Like there's this barrier between us, and he's like, no, you fucking wouldn't give him the money.
The thing is that like this was probably their most honest conversation.
It was. There's
a lot of vulnerability in it. Relax.
I'm back.
Both of you. They were both very open and honest with each other, and because Sully is portrayed as this person who is completely insane, to hear him say something just as human as saying like, I just wanted your respect, that's all I wanted. And I don't think that's a conversation.
I'll give it to you, bro. Help me up, take this bullet out of me, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Respect.
You can let me finish?
You just kill me, bro. I'm done. You can go. But if you make a mistake, I swear.
Listen, novelty's worn off now. Relax yourself. Yeah.
It's been an hour?
No, we're done. Yeah. Shout out them.
Yeah, man. I think just like little parts of it, and you know, Jamie's friend who becomes like Stefan's sort of mentor.
Oh, the Rihanna Don.
Yeah, like
he was in the Rihanna video.
It was him.
Like, we gotta done him.
Yeah.
And the whole beef with the Marleys and
no, but that is real though. It's like you see that. Have you seen that growing up where like there's that you in the ends that's got older cousin or big brother who can kind of always skate through, always has the option of like if anyone touches them, their big brother, their big brother's brethren, and the fact that your brother's dead, and that was someone that ran their gang.
Yeah.
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
And that's also showing Steph's come up because like, you're gonna get violated. You got to earn your stripes, bro. You can't just be running around here with this chain on your fucking.
Yeah, you're not even going to school, bro. Like, do something
you're
then.
You're bare dumb.
Yeah.
And they took your chain. Yeah, bro. That's real. His brother's friend gonna got it back for him.
Yeah. They tied into being a little bit more informative for the youth with the whole sexual health discussion.
I like that with Erin and Aaron.
Yeah.
She was like, she was onto him.
And I ain't trying to be your baby mum.
I hear it.
Yeah. Because her mum, obviously, Mandy, in everyone's business, telling everyone about themselves and walking off and working.
I said, I'm walking off.
Being a mum, being an activist.
Mandy Luther King.
And working at the nail shop, doing all of these things, throughout this whole entire season. She was mashing in works.
How do you feel about her coming home and not like losing her shit that her daughter's got someone in the house?
She might have dragged her, like when.
Or she was just an open mum that's trying to trust her child.
Of course, I'm sure those mums exist, but I'm like, so I'm out and you got this boy in the house and you guys come downstairs.
But she's aware of him as well.
Of course,
so it's like, it makes it, if it was a random guy that she's never met before, then the energy would have probably been different.
Probably, yeah.
Because I think it was known that she fancied the Don.
And you know what? To your point, or maybe Chris said it about like the sexual health chat. I think that's maybe credit to Mandy's parenting. That her daughter is that way, that she's quite informed and like, and it was nice to see that like young people had a moment together where they both, because like Steph, even though he's hanging out with his brother's friends and he's potentially going to go off the rails, he's still very young and innocent. Yeah. In the moment where you realize, he ain't had sex yet. He's in the park doing TikTok dances. Like there is still like a beauty about him that if we can get him to get away from the roads, he can potentially have like a really lovely like relationship life, and he too could be in Leeds studying marketing. Like,
it's true.
He could leave the ends.
Yeah.
So yeah. To your point, maybe I'm looking from the wrong lens. Maybe Mandy's just like, this is someone that's around us, and I want to trust my daughter.
Yeah. But yeah, this season was all about Summer House and everything that was going on in it. Like Kieran was better off with immigration taking him.
Let's talk about that. Jack didn't need to inform.
She
didn't need Kieran for anything.
Unnecessary. Yeah.
Like that for me is where the writing was. She didn't need him for anything. It didn't make any sense. It's not like he helped her go and steal it, or she was like, "You're gonna help me distribute this."
Just telling him. Sorry.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
And then you think man's not gonna be onto these, and that's your best friend. Of course, gonna be onto you. Show me where she is, bro.
It was like a moment of, she had like someone that's historically always been on point.
Yeah.
It kind of showed that grief brought her to like moments of madness that like made her lose a friend.
Yeah.
And almost got herself wigged.
And you know what? To your point, our points earlier about who killed Sully, aside from her issues in regards to her stealing and Sully not giving her a pass, the guilt of what happened to Kieran might be on her why she would have killed Sully.
Let's talk about the Donny who was helping Deshane get away when he brought his henchman who lasted 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't like that though. They came with the burners with a shoulder strap.
Bro, they came with the proper burners.
Paramilitary trained. So how the hell?
SAS Dons.
And we know Sully is a psychopath, but he doesn't look like he greases his Mac and he goes to test it in the park.
You know,
these
he's
are guys,
not a top marksman. Do you know what I'm saying?
And
He's a close range Don.
You got rid of those two guys.
Easily.
Yeah.
He just like wiped them away like poor Buck.
Shoe bitch.
But Buck Screwface was consistent.
Yeah. He was on smoke consistently.
He was
every time
personified.
Every time the camera was on Buck, he was just screwing.
Screwface, yeah.
I love that. It's consistent.
Yeah.
Like even when they're driving in the whip and the camera's panned to him, he's screwing. And I'm like, you're just driving, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
sorry, the way he died, actually made me laugh out loud.
What?
Why did he take the bullet like that? He went,
oh, how he leaned.
like
these are army grade bullets, isn't it?
It was so funny, but why did he yelp like that? It was so funny. He was like, when he fell to the side.
Yeah, that for me was like, Deshane's just about to get away. And even then, he's still going to be gone because like he's still now in their debt, basically.
He has to renegotiate because he was like, yeah, I'll give you 15 keys. And the guy's like, nah, 20.
But he fucked up. He said, I've got 20. Like, even those things, like saying, I've got how many keys you've got.
Desperation. He was sweating, bro, when he was talking. He was like back in his mum's yard.
Barricading the door.
Back to square one. After all of that, after all the money, you're back in your mum's yard.
Yeah.
Even when Sully come in and looks at the photo of them two, it was that bit. Those bits were sad. I'm like,
yeah, these are like, this is what it must have been intentional from the writers, like to just bring everything back to what we first.
To your point about summer house being the focus, like,
and the young G's that Sully told, like, if you see Deshane shoot him, they're gonna be startled, bro. That's Deshane.
Mama didn't even have the burner ready in that.
Bam.
Man was like,
yeah,
clapped him, man.
Yeah, and the body
hold that, man.
Like, you're telling him to shoot at a Don that's like very experienced in this type of shit,
and very, very, very desperate.
Yeah,
and that's what I don't like about this whole. Like, obviously, it's fiction, but we know things kind of do happen in real life. The amount of people that it's like it's avoidable deaths.
Yeah,
and people just getting clapped in the process and stuff. So,
do you know one thing that kind of confused me? Don't know if I missed it, but how did Deshane only end up with one bag? What happened to the second one?
He packed everything into that one bag.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, when he's about to go in it. So when he's remember when he's on the phone and he's threatening, like, how far away are you? And he's like, they're like 20 minutes. Like, okay, cool, meet us in the south entrance by the garages, isn't it? And that's where he fucks up. And then obviously because they're out patrolling and they see him and he runs, obviously then the guys pop up from nowhere with the burners. And when they come out, I was like, okay, cool. They're gonna I was okay. Sully will get away, but I wasn't surprised that Buck's character got. And they were like, cool, they would have got, because my thing was Deshane ain't like going off scot-free. He's going to still go over there and have to give the drugs away. And then basically, because they keep saying to him, like, on the run, it's expensive. Yeah. He's now going to be probably working for people or go to Morocco. He's going to be still dealing drugs. He can't escape the life, innit? So, but then at the same time, if anyone's going to kill him, it's because of how high level he is, it's going to be the person close to him. It's going to be Sully.
It's true.
Yeah. And like, he was just going like way beyond his depth because he had money to raise to escape, knowing what he'd done, but then also trying to find life and Lizzie. It wasn't going to work because you owe your lawyer you owe the private detective that you sent out to try and find Lizzie.
I did feel like the lawyer was putting extra P's on.
Yeah,
because you're like, when you know someone's coming to their
he
end,
said that like
you want to max out and get what you can get from them.
And he was like, "Rah, I've lent you a few as well, like in the past.
I round up to 42 bags.
He said round down.
Or round down, sorry, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, so...
Do you feel that was the other one thing I wanted to ask you? So I've asked you guys a couple of times about Sully dying. There's extra theories about maybe it being Rafe from previous season. Remember Bashi's cousin?
Yeah.
Or maybe Rarnell from the Summer House series.
Rarnell, you know.
Obviously, it's basically a whodunit, innit?
Yeah.
Now,
I love that.
The people from the current series make more sense, but I'm not mad at that one because like, if you go back and watch the Summer House series, you see basically Rafe will always come back no matter what. He's coming back for you because he gave him a pass because he kills his white buddy and allows Sully, but he still kidnapped your like.
Watch this again.
It's open to create whatever angle that they choose.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, so although we know that this is the season finale, if they do choose to bring it back, they've got various different options to take the story. Where to take the story.
My only thing now is, but now that you've killed off Sully and Deshane and Jamie, where do we go as a story?
Yeah.
Jack.
Can you really build a Top Boy season of Jack's story arc?
6 years they'll bring it back as Stefan as the Top Boy.
Oh.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. Jack was really one of the standout people in this season for me. I feel like her acting was...
I'm here. I'm not moving. I'm here. When she's
oh, yeah, that was like, so
stiff, man.
corny.
Move, man.
That was really
love.
Yeah.
No, because is it every day? Is it actually everyday love?
But did you have a love count?
Do you know what? Just for that, I might even go back and watch it again.
You need a hate count.
Because I'm so dedicated to that cause.
Yeah.
But I felt like we saw... Well, yeah, she was grieving, I suppose, and her situation's changed a lot. But we got to see...
She stepped up because she now became like Sully's number 2. Because obviously...
Yeah,
Shane and Sully...
And seeing a babe's... seeing how, like, women in the life... How those kind of things can affect them. Like, it was nice seeing that from that perspective.
That's fair.
I think we also saw all the dimensions of Sully and Deshane's relationship. Yeah. Because there was a point where they had to come together in the old people's home and make it out together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we saw them in that coffee shop again.
Bro, can we speak about the coffee shop? Like, you man are just like admitting to bare brazy crimes in this coffee shop. There's nobody listening to this.
And no one's drinking anything.
Very true.
Yeah. But a bullet can fly through the window at any opportunity and spill your £4 latte. Absolutely not. Tap water, please.
Do you think that's going to be high on my priority list? The bullet through the window, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Just don't get a drink. Save yourself £4.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like, so we've seen that, like, which is sort of like been made like as an iconic scene in the Top Boy franchise. Yeah. Them in that shop.
Jamie confronting my man in there, and and Deshane realizes there's a new power around.
Yeah.
Deshane and Sully had their fight in there.
Yeah.
There's been better things happening in the cafe. It's been a pivotal point in the
So you know, seasons. It had to be a part of the imagery, like for the last the season finale. But yeah, man, I just thought that they could have stretched it out a little bit more. Like, you know, it felt like you said, it was a bank job. Just go in, get it done, and run out.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
I wasn't necessarily like too mad at it.
Yeah.
It's hard to go like, oh, it wasn't that bad after saying all the things I've said, yeah. But to what you've said earlier as well, if it was 10 episodes, you can just get through all the stuff we're speaking about, and you can actually complete it properly. Like, close your rings, man. Like,
I think, do you know what?
Do it properly, bro.
And I think everyone really acted in the best way that they could.
You think so?
I think so. I wasn't really critical of everyone, like anyone's character in this.
How do you feel about the slang?
I mean, maybe they could have done a bit better on it, but like,
have you ever heard a man say he's gonna squeeze off on a man?
Yeah, that was a bit wise, but hey.
You what? Since when did you start doing wise?
I'm trying to be down with the cool kids.
Okay. Don't join them. Don't join bad
I don't want to
guys.
be done with that.
Yeah.
I do, and obviously, like the main characters, they all put in a top performance
Yeah.
as well. So it was just one of those series that, like, and also to give them credit, like the tense scenes, I felt tense.
Bro,
when
he
things-
put the burn in my man's mouth and
When
he threw up on himself,
when
bro.
things were about to pop off, I was always like
Or did you jump?
nah, like I was kind of like on the edge of my seat trying to see what was gonna happen next.
Right.
It was that kind of, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I was following it in like with a positive mindset. It's not the greatest season of all, but like, you know, my only critique is that, you know, I felt that they could have added a few more bits and stretched it out along 10 episodes.
My last question, unless you guys got any more, who do you think's been a better friend to who, Deshane or Sully?
I think.
Go on.
Thank you. Sully's been a better friend to Deshane.
You think so?
Yeah.
You got any examples?
Honestly, no. But
Any
I feel
reference
like I feel like the way Sully acted when he kind of got on top was almost because Deshane would like little boy him a little bit.
Why his anger is out?
And I feel like if Deshane was loyal to Sully and Sully felt like Deshane respected him, I felt like that kind of psychopathic energy, he would have ridden with Deshane till the end, maybe, kind of.
I feel you. I don't know where I stand fully, but I just feel like when Deshane has had to have Sully's back in a major way, like if you're forgetting, remember last season, like Sully was like on a collision course to death, like he was running towards death.
Deshane has always saved Sully.
He came and saved his
across
bacon.
seasons.
He didn't snake in the Bobby Rakes thing, like
Okay.
even
he's always come to save
even
him.
with the Wraith thing, with the whole Bashy thing and kidnapping him. He's always cleaning up his messes. Now, it doesn't mean he's treating them the best in between that, but the major moments, like, I'm talking like death. Sully always, no matter what, where they're at in regards to their friendship, even like, obviously, last season, wasn't getting along. He was just dropping the bags at his,
Ship thing.
the canoe thing,
Not the canoe. Houseboat.
the houseboat thing. They weren't rocking each other then, but he still showed up for him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just feel like my man's probably been there more, but yeah.
It was a brotherhood that was like very warped in both of their flaws.
Yeah.
I think they're just as bad as each other, but just in different ways.
Trauma
Do you know what I
bond.
mean? Like, so I think a lot of ego is in there, mixed with miscommunication as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it took for them to be at a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where they developed an understanding. But at that point, it was too late.
Far too
You
late.
know, so Deshane was probably that person that like started to see what another person may have told him about Sully. Like, you know, you got to keep your distance in a way, but I'm always going to come through for man, like when he needs it. And I think Sully also had the same mindset, but it was just conveyed in a very different way.
Yeah.
And they needed to understand that they are both two separate personalities.
Yeah.
Although like they have a lot of things in common, that's why they're where they at. But like their temperament is different. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, they just handle things a lot more different. And Deshane did see himself as the bigger brother.
Yeah, and I feel like for maybe the roads and the jails, I think Sully gets more respect because the level of violence, the realness. Like he wouldn't do to Jamie what Deshane did, like use the police and snitch and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, even though like essentially Deshane did it in a way where it's like I didn't do directly, but you set him up in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using the police, you're playing police games, innit? Like he even how he reacted to that, he couldn't. I think from that moment there, their relationship was always they was never gonna go back.
But Kano knew that how Deshane carried himself always like seemed as though he was above.
Yeah, of course.
When all he wanted was to be seen as equal.
He said, "Fuck Kira, man."
fuck Kieran.
Oh my gosh.
He said, he was so vexed when he saw the mural of Jack and Mandy. He said, have you seen your friend? Is that what she's doing?
When Buck came to pull Kieran out the car, man, like Kieran fight him at least.
You can't drive. You can't fight. Like, it's
like,
happening, bro.
What are you gonna do?
You know who you.
I know.
It's
but
smoke, bro.
If I'm gonna die anyway, fight him.
Yeah.
For they gumbuck you. No, your head hurts.
Poor Kieran.
Like that babe.
Should have gone to Rwanda.
Oh, like the like the white babe that
Yeah.
just got gumbucked.
Doof.
Ooh.
Where-
When she
where-
comes to steal the money and that.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about the wickedness of women sometimes, yeah? So, remember when Sully first comes to the bags after the shipment, innit? Now, he fucks up, in my opinion. That also shows, like, where I think the Shane would have done that. If I've been coming here with dropping off parcels, bags, whatever, and I always give you, let's say, £500 to hold these things, yeah? I now give you 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Alarm bells start ringing. You know it's of more high value, innit? So she's like, it's a lot more money than usual. Then she's like, let's have a drink. Because she wants to use her womanly wiles to get back in there. Yeah. Because she knows money around. There's stuff going on. I was like, I've seen this film before. I know this trick.
Oh my gosh.
He was like, nah.
Yeah, let's not ruin it.
Yeah, let's not ruin it.
Don't beg.
It's disgusting. Oh my God. I would, my heart.
Yeah, but now I'm out.
Stand the king with discipline.
Yeah, come on, man. Sexual discipline, man. Money first, man.
Come on.
Cocaine over coochie. Sorry.
Yes.
I was going to say consciousness. My man, Dr. Umar, innit?
Cocaine over coochie is the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're running with that one. Unless someone has an egregious mistake.
Okay.
That's the one,
yeah, let's go with that then.
Are we happy to put a full stop on this for Top Boy? Do we need any more gangster shoot 'em up, bang bang films?
I think we're all right, you know.
Yeah, we're good now.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good, yeah.
But like, there's another hood.
Some other hood. But you have to allow Adam Deacon because that was meant to come out ages ago. He had his issues with Noel Clark, all that stuff. So.
Is it that? Sorry,
so a trailer for Some Other Hood. So
Some Other Hood is actually the title.
It's a film. Jeremy Corbyn's in there.
Jeremy
the Tory
Corbyn?
government. Yeah.
Yeah, they got Jeremy Corbyn calling someone a waste man.
Yeah.
Jeremy Corbyn and Adam Deacon.
I think Ed Sheeran's in there as well. Am I wrong?
Yeah, they're just cameo roles.
Oh, so it's not okay. Fine.
But that shows how we've fallen as a nation. Jeremy Corbyn, who should be leading us to the promised land,
It's true. But he's
is
tired.
in a film with Adam Deacon. Craziness. But I'm with you, like, but because all that comedy's from a certain time ago, even some of the faces in there, but because I remember the story at the time, and that was some of the issues he was having with Noel Clark, because he's like, I've got kidulthood, was it adulthood? There was brotherhood, so it's like, it's my kind of thing, and you're making my own,
like,
you're making your own
like
film
Noel Clark
with
nigga.
hood, whatever, like, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I see Adam Deacon is going through it. There was nothing behind the eyes then as well when he's going through it. So he looks like he's in a better place. So
love that.
I hope he's able to get his film out there. But yeah, I'm right with the hood stuff when it comes to that franchise, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
We've had some other stuff in it. Like this year's been good for like Dreaming Whilst Black.
Yes.
I didn't get into Riches, which I think was on ITV.
I saw a couple episodes.
But yeah, that's just in terms of like other shows. Like I like balance, and I'm not all the way on the other side. Oh, like all the way like no more gangster films. I don't think it's a specific problem with black people in urban films. Sex, money, murder is a big genre, innit?
Sells.
Yeah, it sells, innit? Sex sells, innit? So does money.
They don't want to see black love.
Yeah. It's not as
profitable.
I do, but they don't.
Yeah. But I feel like we need to see it more ourselves and we need to push it, isn't it? So I think.
Yeah, Rylane came out.
That was so good.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was wholesome. It was cute. It was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, some things are just like an easy light watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be the most amazing writing is going to go and get the biggest award. It's just a stepping stone. So if a writer can get that out and a production house can get that out, they can do other things in it. But for whatever reason, those things always seem to fall under the radar. So
because the people that shout that we need more of it don't come out and support.
I've always said it. I've been consistent on my point. And like, you know, but before we get off all of this, I don't know if you saw, obviously we're giving Kano his flowers. He is going to be in a film brought to us by Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh.
I think it's called The Kitchen.
Oh.
It's like a sci-fi.
Yeah, I think
set in
so.
the ends.
Yeah. So yeah, we like. Now that you've done that, I want to see something different from you, Kano. You've mastered that one, innit?
Yeah, no,
you've completed grime. You've completed this gangster genre. So let's go and see something else from you.
I'd love to watch that. Kano and Daniel Kaluuya.
What type of film are you talking about here? Yo,
Good?
There's bare memory, you know.
You good over there?
You saying why?
Are you good over there?
I would watch that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
What genre is this?
And sci-fi, you like sci-fi?
Yeah, that's my bag.
It's your bag.
Is that what they call it these days?
Journalism. So I can come back and report to the pod.
You know what? Speak to the cufflinks, innit? They need a voice. I'm not mad at you guys because when it's me and Vans' time to say about who we fancy we like, no one's going to stop us, is it? So,
yeah, it's true.
Enjoy your film, innit?
Did you see the Megan Cardi video?
Trash.
The video?
I'm just hating trash song, but...
Yes.
You know what it is? Even as a man that likes cheeks, at a certain point, man.
Enough.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Come on, man. How much ass can you throw?
Oh my gosh, who are you two?
I'm
tired now.
Bro.
Do you know this as well? Yeah, it's especially this is like, am I wrong? This is like maybe Meg's comeback after the whole Tory thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously Cardi's been having, she's been dropping songs, or she's been like featured on songs, innit?
Saying albums coming soon.
Yeah, so and it just feels like that keeps getting pushed further and further back. Some people saying she doesn't need to drop one. I think she does. You've only had one out. You just need to get it out at this point. It feels like she still needs one on her own, or like a certified banger. And obviously they had a banger before, innit? So when I hear this, I'm like,
Have you ever been to a reggaeton rave?
One time I ended up in a spot in Clapham.
Oh yeah,
it might have been one of those spots beside Aquium.
Okay.
And we were in there, yeah. Put it this way, we were the odd ones out because it was all bare. Yeah. Bro, it was a lot going on. And they were oblivious to us in that. You see, I know Black Dominican in that space there.
That sound will pop in those regions, those clubs.
Yeah.
And
but then why don't she just go and do that song with someone that's from that world then, rather than Meg?
She said that was the option that was presented to her. People were like, yeah, like someone that's Latin American. And she was like, no, I hear Meg. So she was insistent that Meg was on it.
Fair. If it does work in that market, cool. I'm not in that space at all. Like I heard about someone like Bad Bunny super late, and like, I'm sure there's bare artists already doing their thing, but as a standard, I don't think it's a great song.
She also, I mean, she helped. Not saying that like he wasn't Bad Bunny like then, but like she helped Bad Bunny like, you know, come out to the other side of the audience.
The blacks, that you're trying to say?
No, not even just the blacks, but like because at this point, Cardi was huge, so it was like, "Rah, can she do it again?" And then I Like It Like That came out, and it was with them, and that's when I first came across Bad Bunny.
Fine,
he was flowing on that.
Yeah.
But
the song's cheeks, man.
I think what the labels are trying to do, especially over in America, they're trying to exploit the Latin American market and the Afro beats.
Remember I said to you about what Ebro came out and said? Like they're moving away from hip hop and into those. So it will make it business.
No surprise.
It makes sense. You're gonna go that. But for me, the song's still got to be good. But the people that are the target audience for that, they can judge if it's good or not.
They're gonna love it.
So, but yeah, man.
Yeah. What do you think of the video?
It was cool. Even like I love cheeks, but like
he said, I love cheeks.
Even this was like I was like cool. They look good in it, but it's like
cool.
It's gonna sound mad because like I don't know what I was watching, but you know, I think there's levels to Ratchet sometimes, isn't it? So okay, cool. I'll get your opinion as like yes. She gives me authentic ratchetness.
I know you.
There's a time with like city girls, but then you know sometimes people get like a little too glossy or a bit too bougie, or it just feels forced. It's not easy thing to explain sometimes. Where like or like some people's sex appeal feels forced. It's not nice saying like they were saying about one of the Bailey sisters and that like when she's on the internet.
Yeah.
Some things don't suit certain people sometimes, innit? Or some things can get a bit played out.
Yeah. So
now Sexy Red can be here for another year or two and she may go through that. Because our attention spans are like that, innit? Yeah. So but I wasn't overly impressed. And especially where like Meg has got a lot of, I want to word this correctly, she's got a lot of good favour after what's happened, innit? Because for her it's like everything I was saying was true. Yeah. This man did what he did to me, and he's going to jail. He's got sentenced. Boom, boom, boom. I'm now back. She still needs a song though, innit? She still needs one. Because I felt even before that was happening, she still needed one, innit? Because I don't feel like she had the project. So I was like, okay, cool. Give us the banger, innit? And maybe we'll get another one from her when it's solo version. But if you go and get Cardi, you're trying to like, you know, let's tick all these boxes, and he gave us that, and just like it just didn't work in it. So
Goodness.
Yeah, I mean, they have to catch up to Doja now.
What a scary babe.
Why's she scary?
What a scary babe.
You seen the demon thing now?
Even that's all washed to me, man. Prove it, bro. Drink some blood on live, man.
Wow, follow.
Oh, come on, man. Like let's have it right.
Drink
Trolling,
blood on live.
Shock tactics.
Yeah.
Like you're playing my feelings now because it's. I'm not even gonna go extra hammer and do the whole religious thing, because I'm not in the church every Sunday, but I know how I'm raised. You know, we have our threshold to certain things. Even little Nas X thing, I can appreciate on a certain level that like you're probably trolling, you're doing this for attention.
A bit of blood on the trainer.
Bit of blood on the trainer. But even me, I'm just like, really don't play with that thing. Two, let me not take it too seriously because I know you're trying to do the trolling thing, but also be aware at a certain point you're gonna have to give us good product, innit? Doja, for me, you're very talented. You've done good stuff. You're probably gonna do good stuff, continue going forward. But like, why do you need to do this? But then we're talking about it. The song is gonna maybe get played more. The video's gonna get viewed more. So it kind of, you know, works. But you know, you can feel like a tactic's very obvious.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Sam Smith has done some shock stuff recently. I'm sure there's other artists that maybe not on their level that have done stuff.
Yeah.
Because you will need to do something to get attention. But I'm just
outrage marketing.
And then this could be a bit of a reach. Even how you're depicting a demon. Some people look at those things as kind of like anti-black a little bit as well. That can come across as a reach, but
fair. Yeah.
Where you go to, how black people have been portrayed and stuff. So I'm just like, nah, man. And then you was on racial chat room showing feet and that, man. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. You're already on thin ice, bro.
Always funny.
Yeah, you're already on thin ice.
Yeah,
so.
I think her single "Paint the Town Red" first female rapper to go #1 since Nicki Minaj back in 2016 or something.
Yeah. Did you guys see the video that went viral yesterday of the lady in Peckham in the hair shop?
I haven't seen the whole video because I just really try not to subscribe to that kind of stuff. Like, I'm just so tired. But I got the gist of what was happening, that she tried to, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she tried to refund something. The shop owner said no. And then she, from what I understand, left the goods and then took the goods that she wanted. So basically saying, whether you exchange them or not, I'm exchanging these shits.
I'm leaving with Sully.
Yeah. And then
around the way.
He grabbed her up.
Yeah, you know, it's for me. Everyone's got different politics. I feel like, especially after the whole, I don't think I spoke about it last week, the lady getting bricked in the face. There's been this thing where it's like, something comes out, and I think because people have been, feel like they've been had on the internet, especially with Juicy Smoulier and other little things where it's like, immediately things happen.
Smoulier.
Yeah, Juicy J, Smoulier. Immediately things happen. If you're not on this side of the fence, you're a misogynist, you're a homophobe, you're XYZ, insert any ism and schism. But then when it gets corrected now, no one ever doubles back. So now people want to be like, no, this is my stance. But it just feels weird, like when things happen with black women, people want to go and like straight away like find out that, oh, it's not the case or she deserved it. Even if she stole, was stealing, attempted to steal, he still shouldn't have choked her. In reference to the video of the lady in the hair shop in Peckham. Because I'm like you, I saw the video. I saw the first video where he's like marshalling her back into the shop, and it looked like he's choking her. Well, not he's choking her in the video, innit? Yeah. And she bangs him with the basket. I was like, come on, my babe, man. Yeah. Bounce. Like she was fighting back and she was getting active, innit? Then you see other video where she hits him in the face. He definitely pushed her first, but she definitely hits him in the face. I'm not excusing his behavior, but for some people to look at that and be like, they then have less sympathy for you, or they see the angle that some people are saying that she tried to steal. Even if that was the case, you still shouldn't have choked her. Call the police. And now, what are you trying to do? You're trying to choke a black woman over like 6 pound expressions and that.
First of all, rate her. I could have been Peruvian.
I've been sent to the hair shop, man. It's expressions, man. Stop the foolishness, man.
Okay.
Cut the crap, man. Cut the cameras, man.
Got me.
even if it was more, it's still not worth potentially what happened. Now, I did like the response of people going out there and protesting. But I just feel like we should see it all the way through. And it's a self-drag for everyone, because it's like, yeah, we go and do that. But if people are down there in 2 weeks shopping from that same shop.
Yeah. What does it mean?
Yeah, walked past the shop on the way here, and there's a lot of signage on their what do you call them things? Shutters.
What, from the shop or from protesters?
From protesters, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So, yeah.
I did hear a rumor though that like the people, the family, the company that owned that shop owned like about 6 other shops up and down the high street. So if you go somewhere else,
I wouldn't even be surprised.
Exactly.
But you know, they didn't open today. That's money out of the shop's pocket. So
Yeah.
I guess if you're gonna protest in that way, like, you know, you're gonna cut them where it hurts.
yeah, because bro, I don't even subscribe fully to everyone's fully healed and like delivered from their racism, and you can add other like their homophobia or other stuff. If you just affect people's pocket, they got to fall in line.
Mm-hmm.
So hope she's all right though, but she definitely banged him with the basket. I was like, that's good.
I love that.
She clapped him as well. Good left hand.
Yeah, she did, man. But when I saw the choking and that,
And the choking was brazy.
yeah,
And people standing around watch out. I don't wanna. Yeah, I don't know. They're standing around and watching thing whilst that's happening. Of course, you see the rest of the video.
Do you know what? Yeah, do you see with that? Yeah, I'm not even gonna expect for everyone to pull themselves in the line of trying to help someone else in that way, because I just know how humans operate. Like, it would be nice if someone was to step in. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. I am on that side, but I'm also not expecting someone to do it, because how people think as well.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't want to get myself hurt.
Yeah.
Man or woman, like, you would want a man to be more stand up and intervene, right? But